Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be your reading for June 19th, 2020. This is a reading for the collective for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So we have officially entered Mercury retrograde. That was yesterday on the 18th. But remember, you guys, it's nothing to fear. It's a beautiful, amazing time to really pull back and to really focus on things that maybe we didn't have the time to before or that we may have missed. Okay, so I know you guys hear a lot of like, Mercury retrograde, and yes, sometimes you'll hear people, miscommunicating. I will definitely stutter a little extra and get tongue-tied. But you know what? It's actually a very beautiful, beautiful built-in rest period for us. All right, so I just want you guys to remember that, especially as you're listening to readings and astrologers, that it's a very beneficial and necessary time for us, okay? And especially with everything that's been going on, all of these changes, all of these shifts that we've been experiencing, it's really good to celebrate small successes. It's really good to sort of give yourself that permission to not have to push forward, but to, review. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and our ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for June 19th, 2020. Dare I look? The Three of Swords, a little bit of heartbreak there. Let's go say, but it did show up in the reverse, so hopefully, we're healing that. And, it would make a lot of sense with Mercury retrograde. Remember, Mercury is in Cancer, and so when it's retrograding, it's going to be this need. I was talking about it a little bit last week, but there's this need to express your feelings. There's also a need to receive love, to tell people what you need. And some people may be, reaching out, needing nurturing, that Cancer energy, that maternal energy. And they might not be willing to extend the same. So I really want my light workers to make sure that you guys are being discerning about who you're allowing into your energy field. Make sure that you're also doing your balancing and your own healing work, okay? Because the world needs you. Look at that, light workers, Queen of Cups. What's sacred to you? Your psychic abilities, your healing powers, all right? You don't need to give it away to everybody, okay? You choose. Okay, you get the Hermit card in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse. Didn't these cards come out earlier? Two of Pentacles in reverse. And there's that Three of Swords. It did want to come out. It really did. All right, your overall energy here is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a brand new beginning. It's passion, it's energy, it's enthusiasm. It's a huge blessing from the universe. Again, I do apologize about the background noise. If I could, again, like I said yesterday, if I could live in a vacuum, I'd be the happiest, happiest person alive, but that's just not my fate. All right, so the dog will be barking, people will be yelling, sorry. So the Ace of Wands is underneath that is the Unknown card. Okay, look again here, we have a woman scrying. We also have, she has her familiars around her. She has also this sign. This is Hecate. This is moon magic. Okay, we see the new moon coming up. We have the new moon in Cancer coming up as well, and the summer solstice. So this is a very mystical, very magical, very sort of witchy time for us, okay, of new beginnings, energy and passion. So there's something really beautiful that's coming to us, and I want you to take a look at this. So we have this, I guess it's I don't know if that's a raven, but what's happening here, this is the same wand that her bird is holding on to. Interesting. And we have the Emperor, setting your boundaries. And look at that. This bird she has the gift of sight. She has the gift of sight. Some of you guys, this is about your psychic abilities being enhanced. I know I was talking about that yesterday. This week, there's been a huge upgrade, and I keep telling you this, but you know, the crystalline grid of the earth is receiving a major upgrade of Sirian energy. And so a lot of you are also going to be, you know, you're going to see that your abilities are really, really massively enhanced at this time. Okay, and it's also because of the work that you guys have been doing. But if you take a look at the sequence of these cards, this bird is carrying what she's scrying with. Like, she has the gift of sight. I also see these two people extremely connected. This Aries energy, the Emperor energy. He too has the gift of sight. He's very grounded. Okay, so the importance of grounding, you guys, after your healings and after your meditations, also really focusing, like, we need to really send our love and our healing energy not only to specific people and to ourselves, but also to Mother Earth Gaia, to include, you know, there's usually like 3 levels we have to include in our healings, right? Ourselves, our community or our family, and then also, you know, Gaia as well. But these two people are really connected, and this bird is really telling me here that they have the gift of sight. They're seeing the same things, or they're finally seeing each other. For some of you, this is the masculine and the feminine. Okay, you guys are balancing the masculine and the feminine within. For others of you guys, this is unity. But it's not unity in the 3D, it's in the 5D. Okay? Or it could be in the dream space. Wow. This is very cool. And there's a lot of passion here. This is ether as well. You know, this is spirituality. This is a major upgrade. And you see here, you know, look at that. Look at these. I mean, these may be bubbles, but to me, they sure look like the same sort of scrying crystal. Scrying is, for those of you that may not know, I'm sure most of you do, is when, you know, looking into a crystal ball. Some of you guys are doing candle magic. You guys are definitely working with crystals. Check out the crystal fairy readings that I'm doing this week. Just a little inspiration there. Probably from you guys, you know, from the work that you guys are doing. I'm getting the Virgo card, the Hermit in reverse. This is about needing to maybe come out of isolation. This is like receiving the big picture, receiving the images that you were supposed to. Look at that Empress energy. Yeah, this is, you know, you're creating a brand new world here. Whether this is internally, maybe even some of you are transforming, you know, your careers and your life. Some of you might have had a major change in what you've been called to do, something different. Whether it's a job or whether it's, you know, anything, just there's some sort of big major change. For a lot of you, it's a result of your spirituality here. And the Empress is telling me you guys, and look at that, you have the Emperor and the Empress. So a lot of you guys, this is also union. And it's this balance. It's the balancing of the masculine and the feminine. But I see the Emperor and the Empress being connected by this crystal, you know, by not so much in the physical. I think they realize that it's not even important. More importantly, it's connecting in the 5D and the healing work there and the energy. So for those of you who are doing Reiki, you know, when you do Reiki within as a community, you know, and you send it to a particular place, like I feel like this is what this couple is doing. And again, it could just be you being a powerhouse, finally integrating your masculine and your feminine in order to really amp up your power, your healing energies, your power and your psychic abilities. Yeah, look at that at the bottom of there, 10 of Cups. For some of you guys, this is a love story. For some of you, this is the happily ever after. This is a love story. Underneath there, you have the Cancer card, the Chariot. I mean, there's like 2 major things going on here, 2 major themes. For some of you, this is unity. I mean, this has been coming out in the last couple of weeks, you guys. So many people are coming into union because of everything that's going on. And because the earth also needs us, right? Needs us to come into union because we're that much more powerful. But, you know, the Chariot card, this is about movement. Some of you guys are just moving forward with great speed, your abilities. Like I said in my Ascension reading this week, you know, you guys are getting massive upgrades. And with this eclipse energy, you know, the eclipse energy is nothing to be feared. In the Mercury retrograde, you know, it's kind of like if you get a big new toy, right? You have to sit with it and you have to learn how to use it properly. Okay, and I'm not saying that your abilities are like a toy, but in that sense, it's like when you buy, you know, when you buy something new, something that might be technologically advanced, a phone or something like that, you know, you spend those first, you know, first 2 days or whatever sitting with it and playing with it, and sorry, I'm getting frustrated with the dog. I do apologize. But you know, it's sitting with it. It's sitting with it and learning how to use it. And I think that's what this Mercury retrograde is really about for a lot of us, like receiving that upgrade and then, okay, sit with it and sort of figure out how it works so nobody gets hurt, right? Especially you, because it was coming up, that Queen of Cups in reverse, the need for you to, you know, to restore your energy and to sort of keep something sort of private and sacred, okay, until you're strong enough to actually share it with others. This is an interesting message, and you know, again, I do apologize about the distractions. And the Hermit card there is telling me that you've received this upgrade. It's time to sort of come out of isolation. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to be talking to others, but the Four of Cups is about not being emotionally available and not sort of seeing the blessing that's coming towards you. And some of you finally are, you know, that you were really focused on your meditations, on your daily practice, you know, on healing, which is excellent, but now you've received this major upgrade. So it's time to celebrate that. But when you celebrate, you know, in order to make something last, you know, something to in order for like passion to be maintained for the long term, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's, you know, for a project, you have to have small celebrations or big celebrations built in to really sort of solidify that. Okay, so for some of you this is union, you know, and you know, some people, you know, whether this marriage is like a physical marriage, you know, going to having a ceremony, inviting your friends and family over, okay, or whether it's a ceremony that's sort of sacred between you two, between the two of you, that celebration is necessary. Yeah, and sometimes we kind of don't want, some people do. Sometimes we don't want to celebrate it though, because we've been taught that these sort of like these displays of grandeur and happiness, you know, might make other people feel bad, or you know, now's not the time. But Spirit's saying it is really important that in your own way, whatever you're comfortable with, that you celebrate this upgrade, okay? And celebration, after a big celebration, there's rest, Mercury retrograde. But then B, if it is a coming together of two souls and this union, which for me is really going back also to the unity consciousness reading that I did as well, celebrating this union is also really important, so that, you know, that the passion between these two, even if it's you and your higher self, or it's your, you know, your feminine and your masculine, that passion is sustained. And how do you do that? You do that through celebration and recognition of this commitment. Okay. Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is, again, I'm picking up, you know, I'm seeing that Queen of Cups in reverse that came out in the pre-shuffle, being exhausted, you know, maybe sort of having given too much. And so again, Spirit's saying it's really important that you put some of your responsibilities down, you figure out where your focus is, and really, really focus on this. You know, again, I get the image of somebody buying a new cell phone, you know, and figuring out all the ins and outs and, you know, how to create your avatar and how to do X, Y, and Z, you know, and it's just a metaphor, but really focusing on it so you learn it, so you're comfortable with it, so you can really put these new tools that you've been given to use. Okay. And, you know, and if it's a relationship as well, enjoy every second of the present moment, you know, the ins and the outs of this union, right? Don't skip any steps. But then we do have the Three of Swords. This is the Moon in Libra energy. Actually, is it? Hold on, let me check. I don't want to give you any misinformation. It's Saturn and Libra, sorry. Moon and Libra is the Two of Swords, but it can represent any sort of air energy. We do have everything coming out. We have water, we have earth, we have air, we have fire, okay? Yeah, and the Three of Swords here, though, is just that. Like, I think that there's something here, like this, it showed up in the upright, and it's telling me that there's this focus needed, like the whatever's happening here, again, union or I think union also is accompanied with this upgrade and abilities and healing powers and psychic abilities and such. But there's this real need for focus here and celebration and coming out of isolation, because I feel like there's something coming that you have to be prepared for. And I know that sounds so apocalyptic, and I really don't like that, but that's the message I'm getting. And I feel like this Three of Swords is in preparation for these like major shifts that are going to be taking place for the rest of 2020. So it's like not the apocalypse, you guys. I don't want you to think that's what I'm saying, but there are going to be difficult times. There's going to be loss. It's not all going to be easy. You know, financially, you know, the world is going through an economic shift. Some people are going to be left behind in that, or some people are going to fall through the cracks, or some people are going to have really difficulties, you know, keeping up with that. Okay, but you know, it could also be with health. You know, there are things, there's something here. This is why it's really important that you build up your strength and you are very comfortable with the blessings that you've been given and that you know how to use them, because it's going to be needed. Okay, that's the message I'm getting. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the fairies and see what additional messages we have for the collective. Yeah, Nine of Spring, the Nine of Wands. Protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, and environmental conservation. Really connecting with Gaia, you guys. I can't stress how important it is that you guys are earthing, but also that you're including Gaia in your meditations. We may see, you know, I know some people have been predicting sort of natural disasters and things like that. But I more than anything, it's just reiterating what I was just saying, that, you know, you need to protect this love or this union. Okay. And how do you do that? You need to solidify it with this higher commitment. Now, I'm not saying everybody needs to rush out and get married. And I'm not saying that it's not in the 3D sense of protect this commitment. No, it's like that, like just recognizing it for what it really is. Okay. That's what I mean here. And, you know, preparing for possible challenges that lie ahead. That's that Three of Swords. And, you know, and I think these are the challenges that the earth is facing. Gaia is really asking me to please include her in your prayers and in your meditations. Okay, so like not remember to include that focus when you're doing healing and you're doing energy work. Include for yourself and then for your community. Don't forget about Gaia. Yes, awesome. This is the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones. Again, Spirit saying you guys have been granted a huge, huge blessing here. For some of you guys, it's union and an advancement in abilities. For others, it's union of your masculine and your feminine within, you and your higher self. Protect it. Look at it. I mean, like it's saying protect it, celebrate it, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. For some of you guys, this is also your ancestors and past loved ones coming through, because the Nine of Wands for me is always about, it's always one of my past life cards. You know, when we have the wounded warrior and he has all of these wands that he's collected, it's taken lifetimes. So there's a lot of wisdom that's being passed down to you. And again, it's really important that you recognize it for what it is and you protect it. I'm picking up on that Queen of Cups energy in reverse. Don't, keep certain things sacred, keep certain things to yourself, but at the same time, honor that commitment and honor it for what it is. I hope this is making sense for you guys. I really do. You know, the Nine of Spring is like, you know, again, not everything is going to be easy, but remember when you feel like that you have a daunting task ahead of you, many of you guys who are watching, if not all of you watching this channel, you guys have been here before. And I say it all the time like a broken record, but we signed up to be here, okay? And for these difficult times. And you know, and so like when you feel like you can't do it, or you feel like you don't have the power, or you know, who am I to believe this, or who am I to think that I can make a difference? Spirit saying you've done this before, okay? And if not you, you carry it in your DNA with what your ancestors passed down to you. And don't forget about Gaia. I just keep hearing that. Look at this, you guys. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. You just got the 2 happiest cards in the deck. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, you get 10 of Winter. I'm leaving this one out. Oh, 10 of Winter, that's the 10 of Swords. You have 3 10s. Some of you guys might be seeing 10-10 a lot, looking at the clock or seeing it in different numbers and that sort of thing. 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups coming out twice for you. The Empress, the Unknown card, and the Emperor with the Ace of Wands. I don't understand. I don't know if you guys understand the magnitude of these cards I just pulled. I'm pretty sure most of you do. But I mean, you should be jumping up and down for joy, because like I really am. I really am for you guys. This is insane. This is beautiful. This is something that you've worked for. This is something you've worked lifetimes for. Your prayers are being answered. All of this is jackpot: happiness, finance, health. Okay, you guys, especially for those of you coming into union, there's a reason that you're coming into union right now, because there are challenges that are very specific, and that, you know, they're challenges and they're going to be tough, and the world needs you. And this is part of the contract that you signed up for, and for the healing. Okay, because this is a major shift. When people look back in history and look back at 2020, you know, the way we think of Atlantis, right? You know, just the magnitude of what's going on. And you guys are going to be a part of that, or you already are. Okay, but at the same time, this is like extreme wish fulfillment. This is happiness. This is something you've worked for. And Spirit's saying honor it and cherish it. And this is something that you also are going to pass down long after you're gone. Yeah, and it really needs to be celebrated. And Gaia needs to be taken care of. I can hear it. I can hear Gaia saying it to me. Please don't leave me out. Please don't forget. Please don't leave me out, because I need help. All right, you get Light of Hope. Hope gives us positive feelings and energy to accomplish what we desire. Yeah, this reading and all of these amazing cards that are coming out are asking you to, you know, this is going to be the hope, giving you the hope that you need to follow through on what it is you really desire and what you want and what you're being called to do. All right, and then you get Hidden Treasures. Bring your creative ideas and hidden talents to life. Present your gifts to the world. Look at that. This is that Hermit in reverse and that Four of Cups in reverse, celebrating these hidden gifts. But there's the message here is twofold, because again, it's not meant to be shared with everybody just yet. Make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure that you're safe. Make sure that you're grounded. Make sure that you're not depleted here. Okay? Wow, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and pull a final message for you guys. This is a powerful read, really powerful. You guys are powerful. I mean, this has been coming up all week. I'm just, you know I sound like a broken record, but I am just so thankful to have you guys in my corner, and to be, you know, to be energetically linked to such a powerful group of people. You know, and there's, you know, and part of this Three of Swords, we're getting this 10 of Winter energy, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off of your shoulder, the end of an addiction or codependency, right? But I think that's also, you know, that dependency is on the old way of doing things, you know, outdated systems that breed injustice and fear and anxiety. You know, it's stepping into stepping into unconditional love, the age of Aquarius, and more equality. All right. And then we get, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Yep. I told you guys. I told you guys. Some of you guys are remembering. Your ancestors are coming through. It's in your DNA. The research that you guys are doing, the coincidences that you are seeing. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny. I'm going to read from this, the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, just because it's so powerful. I don't want you to miss any messages here. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Okay, and oh, I'm looking at for the soul plan, and I'm like, I can't find it. Sorry, guys. All right. So there was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now. You guys, did I not just say that? Did I not just say that you chose to be here? When you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you toward, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career. Did I not just tell you guys that? This is so awesome. A new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. Wow, you guys. Wow, wow, wow. I do apologize if you are picking up on that background noise. This reading is too good for me to stop, so I apologize if it's frustrating for you. I'm working through it. All right, let's go ahead and see what final messages we have for the collective. Wow. I feel like this couldn't be a better reading to end on for this week, you guys. You get guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. This has come out a lot this week. All right, and then we get no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. I think some of you guys are doubting, your origins. Some of you are doubting your powers. Some of you are doubting, your abilities, who you are, where you've come from. But I think some of you are also remembering. And this reading, for those of you listening, this may trigger your higher self. Your higher self to remember, or sorry, that's not what they want me to say. This reading may trigger memories, okay? And your higher self is going to confirm that for you. All right, and then we get intuition, Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers you seek. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, and final message is reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Yeah, again, for some of you, this is going to become abundantly clear. That reflection is going to be seen back. Okay, we see that here between the Emperor and the Empress, and this scrying ball, this crystal ball between them, the sight. Okay, this is beautiful. For others of you, this isn't union and it's nothing romantic at all. For others, it's going to be just you balancing the masculine and the feminine within. That's going to bring you so much happiness, double confirmation of the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, you know, getting through the toughest of times, finishing out a cycle. Gaia needs you because there are challenges ahead, but you know, you've been through this before. You've been through something very similar before. Please don't doubt that, and please don't doubt your ability to affect and heal and, you know, bring love and all these good things to the collective, okay, and Gaia. All right, I'm going to stop rambling. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell, and most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support and your patience, It means the world to me. I love you. Take care.